All right, welcome back, and let's welcome in acclaimed actor, Michigan native, and diehard Detroit Lions fan, Jeff Daniels. Jeff, you're known for your ability to excel in any kind of role, stage or screen, no matter the genre. So I have to know, appearing tonight via Zoom on an alternate football broadcast on ESPN2, do you consider this comedy or tragedy?
It's a little bit of both. I'm hoping it's remotely interesting. Let me put it that way.
I think this game will be very interesting.
Jeff, your Lions had a big win last week to kind of get back on track. What are you seeing so far from your favorite team tonight?
Well, we had a great first drive. I mean, we just walked down the field, and then they walked down the field on us, and then we were 3 and out. So, this is a big game for us. I'm hopeful that the team that showed up against Chicago and dropped 52 on them is the team that shows up tonight. It looks like it might be, but you guys are right. We got to stop Henry. We got to stop Lamar.
Big third down.
Third down. You got to get him third down.
Jeff, I know outside the last few seasons, the Lions haven't really provided much to cheer about in your lifetime. What was it like growing up outside Detroit?
Decades, Eli.
Watching the Lions. Yeah, what was it like growing up, being a Lions fan?
It was depressing. It was miserable. There was a lot of pain and suffering. I think we originated the paper bags on the head thing. It was a drought, a real drought, and then the last couple of years, they've turned it around.
There you go. There you go, Jeff.
Okay.
Right. Come on here, get a little 3 and out, force a punt. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Jeff, I think y'all might have started the paper bags, and y'all passed them down to New Orleans to the Saints.
Yeah.
My brother Cooper used to wear them when my dad was playing. That was nice support, Cooper. Really good.
The Lions at the end of last year, I mean, you guys know better than I do. I mean, our defense was a bunch of guys we picked up off the street. I mean, we had guys that hadn't played since Pop Warner that were in our defensive backfield. And now we've got our defense back. So, that's a big plus for us going into this year.
Peyton, you love getting the ball after a punt, where the guy catches it at the 2-yard line and there's a flag. So this will be one. Is this a half the distance going backwards? Is that your half the distance deal? Does it work on both offensive side and defensive side, or is that just a one-sided thing?
Receiving team number 4.
No, it actually works both ways. But yeah, I agree. I mean, that player ought to have to come into the offensive team meeting on Monday and apologize. That I'm sorry for pinning you back. Instead, he's got to go to the special teams meeting. They're going to say, hey, don't hold on punt return. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm the one starting on the negative 4-yard line. Stay with us, Jeff. We're coming right back. Stay with us.
All right.
Because they're a bathtub in the end zone of Ford Field. Am I on drugs?
Trust me, Jeff. Google curse-breaking spell, and you'll come up with this. Fill a tub with 100 cups of water and a cup of salt.
Doesn't smell like water.
Because it's whiskey.
All right, that was Peyton's show, Peyton's Places, back in 2022. You two attempted to break the curse of Bobby Lane using a bathtub full of whiskey. After that episode aired, the Lions instantly started winning. Jeff, the obvious question was turning the Lions into winners worth having to spend an entire day with Peyton?
Yes, it was. It was, because it worked. I mean, they were 3-13-1, and then they were 1-6, and then as soon as that thing aired, they won 8 out of their next 10, and then 15-2 the next year. And I was at the Tampa Bay game, the playoff game last year, and Peyton was there, and so we met up again on the sidelines. I mean, people were screaming at us that we had broken the curse, past tense. They were so full of joy that, it was apparently a real thing that we actually broke.
I'm proud of it. I mean, look, I know Dan Campbell's done his part, Jared Goff's done his part, but I think Jeff and I, just the selflessness and the sacrifice that we did to create that episode, Eli. I mean, it's got to be part of it, right, Jeff?
Wow.
Something happened. As soon as that aired, they started winning. That's all the fans know. So, what credit we get to take, I'll take.
Who knew, Pate, you were so popular in Detroit? So that's I know you're happy about Jeff. Jeff, one of the things that came out of the episode is your song, "The Curse of Bobby Lane." And, obviously, I think if Detroit gets this first down, I think, would you maybe think about maybe singing that song?
If they get the first down, yeah.
Okay, yeah. They need this third and seven.
Okay.
I think it'd be worth it. Looks like a little man, Pate.
Got time.
Nice route.
Got
All right, you said it. You said it. Here it comes. The Curse of Bobby Lane.
Was Peyton Manning. He said, Jeff, I feel your pain. Will you join me in exorcising the curse of Bobby Lane? Say goodbye to all that sorrow. Say goodbye to all that pain. Say goodbye to the same old lines and the curse of Bobby Lane.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Beautiful.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
I'm telling
We
you.
had fun. I called Peyton up. I said, look, there's a couple lines. Can you sing? He said, only when I'm drunk.
We don't want him singing.
Welcome back. Jeff, as you well know, the Lions have been serious contenders the last few years. You certainly know Hollywood, too. Is there any screenwriter or director who could possibly imagine what the city of Detroit would be like if the Lions ever win a Super Bowl?
No, I mean, that screenwriter would have to be based in Michigan, so yeah, I'll write it. But I'll tell you this, if they did get to the Super Bowl, if they did win it, the entire country would be able to feel the state of Michigan shaking with joy. I mean, from space, you could see Michigan light up. That's how big this will be. Here we go. Here we go.
I believe it. Good start there. Good check out. They got Montgomery in now. Give him a little change of pace right there. Jeff, the Lions have a good young tight end in Sam Laporta. Dan Campbell, of course, played tight end before becoming a coach. I read that you also played tight end in high school. So tell us, Jeff, what was the scouting report for high school tight end Jeff Daniels?
Caught 2 passes the entire year, but was considered more of a third tackle. So I did a lot of blocking of linebackers from, the side. And I used to run a mongrel route, which was they'd go to the right and I'd just go square out to the left. And I got tired of that, so I started running posts. And the coach got, in the film, they go, what, Daniels, what the hell are you doing down there? Well, I got tired. I was on the wrong side of the field. Yeah, I didn't do very well. I was 10 years, not even 10, I was 9 years old. I won the forward punt pass and kick a competition in Michigan here in a county. And, first place. And for first place, you won a helmet.
Nice.
Look at that.
This is the helmet.
Look at that.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Whoa.
And not only did you play high school football in Michigan, but you're also a basketball and baseball team at Chelsea High School. Jeff, are you sure you shouldn't have been a professional athlete instead?
No, I should. No, high school was the end of the road for me. It was obvious.
Look at that bowl cut. Yes.
Oh God.
Sweet.
Yeah. No, it was. Peyton, I had the same kind of speed when I was in high school. I read that a coach said that Peyton Manning couldn't run out of sight in a week. Is that true?
Yeah, it's
I
true.
read that somewhere. That's the kind of speed I had.
Yeah, it did a lot for my confidence. It helped me. The only guy that was slower than me was my brother Eli Manning, so that kind of kept kept it
He
together.
has some pretty good
job
moves
getting
early.
into Laporta. Good job getting to Laporta right there. That was the point of emphasis. I like that. They
got
haven't
another
featured
kid,
him as much the past 2
or
weeks.
something.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, that's the problem. I mean, like, I dealt with this with the Colts. They have so many weapons, and look, John Morton, the coordinator, has an actual Laporta play sheet. He has St. Brown on his play sheet. He has plays to get into those guys, but Jared Goff still has to read the play out. He can't throw it to Laporta no matter what, so it's kind of on the coordinator to call a screen, call a reverse, get those guys some touches early. It's a good problem to have for Jared Goff because you have so many weapons, but everybody can't have a great game every single Sunday. You got to spread the ball around, and certain guys are going to have better games, but Laporta is a point of emphasis tonight for sure.
Yeah, especially if they're going to be playing zone.
Boom,
And,
boom,
you
go,
can get
go,
Laporta
go.
matched up on some of those linebackers. That's what they want. Obviously, this running back duo is pretty good also, Montgomery and Gibbs. I mean, I know it's no Harry Dunn or Lloyd Christmas. It's not as good as that kind of a duo, but it's been pretty fun to watch these two running backs play. I mean, they're both explosive and just run hard and can get either one can be in on 3rd and 1 and go get the first down.
Yeah, and you give Goff time. You give him 3-4 seconds, he'll get it to somebody. In the NFL, the mobile quarterback and all of that. But, I think back to you guys and Brady and Matt Ryan, guys like that. You give Goff time, and he's like a sniper back there.
Yeah, I mean, look, they've been saying the drop back quarterback is going to go into extinction for a long time, Jed. I kept saying, I hope that's not true, that I would have been out of a job. Eli for sure would have been out of a job. Brady's been out. I think the good coordinators design their offense around what their quarterback does well, and give Dan Campbell credit for building this offense around Goff. He loses Ben Johnson. He brings in a coordinator in Morton, who was there earlier with Jared Goff, that speaks the same language, and so Jared can still play fast. And look, Dan Campbell, I love what he said the other day. He said, I'm not about bringing in people if they don't fit into our locker room culture. Tony Dungy, my coach, was the same way, Jeff. He didn't want to draft a guy that was super talented, great, really fast, if he didn't fit into our locker room. And Dan Campbell did the same thing with their coaching staff, and that's why I think they're going to have continued success.
This offensive line, Pate, does a good job. You can see right there, I mean, they're bringing 5 people playing man-to-man, and Goff's able to get to like 1, 2, a little rollout, get to his running back and Gibbs right there. But good job by this offensive line, just giving Goff time. They've been that first game versus the Packers. They did not look good. They did not run the ball well. They were blocking the wrong guys. So, a few new people amongst them. But the last 2 weeks, they've been perfect.
Eli, I feel like we're near. I feel like we're near in the red zone here. I feel like Jeff. I think you got to put him on the.
All right, we'll get him. Yeah, we might get a shot here. So Jeff, right here in the red zone. This is the perfect prediction panel here. We got your fat head, and how do you think the Detroit Lions are going to score if they get in there and score a touchdown? Who will it be? And if you get it right, we'll put you on the perfect prediction panel.
Pass to the tight end Tesla.
Oh, I like it.
I like that.
I like it.
Yeah, that's an informed choice.
I thought you might say Gail Cogdill might show up and catch a touchdown. Your favorite player growing up. Is that true?
He was my
Lion.
Lion.
Was your guy?
In the 60s, he was a wide receiver, number 89, Gail Cogdill. Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go. There you go. Making the catch.
Love that.
Hey, y'all have the same haircut. Oh my goodness. Were you a
like
big
it.
Gale
High and
fan
tight.
also?
High and tight.
I
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go get me one of those tomorrow.
That's perfect.
Bounce it.
Go.
Running a lot of clock here, keeping Lamar off the field. I always thought that's hard for a quarterback on the sidelines, Jeff. I mean, you're over there, you're watching, every third down you warm up, and when Detroit converts the third down, you go and sit down on the bench again. You talk to the coordinator up in the press box. You've said everything, and this drive can kind of actually affect Baltimore's offense, which is a good thing.
We're young at right guard and center, I think, and these guys they're doing well tonight.
Pete, you can see right there, they're going multiple tight ends. They're going 2 tight ends, and the Ravens are still staying nickel. They're not going to an extra linebacker, and I think when Detroit sees that, I mean, that's the matchup they want. They don't want a safety or a nickel on a tight end, guarding him in a pass. They want tight ends blocking that safety or nickel back.
I guarantee you Dan Campbell challenged their line, the tight ends, to say if the Ravens are going to play pass defense with 5 defensive backs and we have big offensive linemen and tight ends, if we can't run the ball, then we're overscheduled. We shouldn't win this game. So, I bet he challenged them, and they're answering that challenge right now. 4-down territory for sure, right? Right, Jeff? Y'all don't even ask. They always go for it on 4th down, and they got the first down, which is better.
Looks like he saw a look right there, Pate. Right, quarterback always has a look where if it's, something where you can get 1 yard on a sneak, that he has a code word or something he can say that can get him the quarterback sneak. Ours was Rydell for Rydell High. I don't know why. Old Grease.
That makes no sense. Grease? That makes no sense.
I'm just going to grease through there. Maybe. I don't know why.
Jeff, if your guy's not in the game, you want a backup prediction. If Isaac's not in the game, if he's not, give me somebody else you think might.
Brock Wright. I'll go away from Laporta. Brock Wright.
Oh, what about?
Did he get in?
I heard Gibbs. I heard Gibbs.
I heard Gibbs.
No, I think you can change it now. Now that they're at the 1 yard line, what do you think?
He's not in. Now he's got to go to Brock Wright.
Brock Wright? You're going Brock Wright, 1 yard line?
He likes Brock because everybody's looking at Laporta.
I like it. Here we go. I'm feeling a little play action right here. Some sort of
Is he
naked or
in?
bootleg.
Is Brock Wright in? He's not in. You got one more. All right, he's not in.
He's not in.
Give me somebody else.
Montgomery.
There it is.
I
think he made it.
He reached.
He got it.
There we go.
He got it.
You
There it
always
is.
like when they're on the same page. Put him up there.
He's on it. That was a perfect one.
That's kind of a newsroom, Jeff Gans. That is not Dumb and Dumber, Jeff. That is newsroom.
No,
That's
is fresh.
sophisticated.
I pulled my hair in that picture.
It looks good. Good flow. Good. They call it lettuce, Jeff. Good lettuce back here.
Lettuce.
Good lettuce in the back.
Hey, Jeff, this was awesome, man. We can't thank you enough for coming on, man. We really appreciate it, man. Big fans, and just appreciate how much you love your team and love the Lions. And in this day and era of everybody jumping ship and bandwagon fans, I love that you've stayed with Detroit all these years, and it's paying off for you. So it's good stuff.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Enjoyed it.
Thanks so much for coming on, Jeff. So much fun. What a drive. What a drive there.